Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come in, run my mouth, and talk about the mess. All right, y'all, let's get into it. So, I got some stuff to get off my chest. All right. So, there is an op ed that was published through Essence Magazine, and it was written by Preston Mitchum. I believe that's how you pronounce his last name. For those who don't know, Preston is a cast member on Summer House Martha's Vineyard. That was one of our favorite shows that was put on pause. Bravo, we about to tug on your wig in just a few minutes. Well, Preston wrote an op-ed again for Essence Magazine, and I wanted to read some of that to you guys. Now I'm not gonna read the entire I'm not going to read the entire read, but I will put the link to the article, to the op-ed in the description box. So if you want to read it, it's in entirety, then it will be down below. All right, so let's just get into it. The title of this is "We Built the Culture, but Where's the Investment? The State of Black Reality TV." Inside the reality TV landscape that Black stars shaped and how networks are failing to meet the moment. Baby, baby. Oh, baby. Let's get into it. Black reality television is in a state of paralysis. Across networks, unscripted shows centering Black millennials, messy, joyful, aspirational, complicated, are being quietly paused, a familiar euphemism for cancellation without the courtesy of communication. These weren't just programs, they were windows into Black life. Summer House, Martha's Vineyard, Sweet Life, Los Angeles, Selling Tampa, which I love Selling Tampa. Selling Tampa was a show on Netflix that was basically about a group of Black women in real estate. In Southern Charm, New Orleans, they offered more than the standard drama, and in fighting, they had purpose, they had community, they had range. So why are they gone, baby? That's $1 million question. I don't ask this question lightly. I myself was on Bravo's Summer House Martha's Vineyard, and we weren't just filming summer antics, we were holding up a mirror to a powerful, often overlooked legacy. Martha's Vineyard is a site of Black history, celebration, and joy. Something, y'all know I will mess somebody's name up, something Mara Brock Akil's forever also beautifully captured on Netflix. Our cast was full of Black millennials navigating friendship, conflict, heartbreak, and ambition, and it resonated because it was real. As writer and pop culture commentator Carlos J. Harris, shout out to Carlos, put it, Summer House Martha's Vineyard was the first show of its kind on a major network that showcased a Black millennial friend group past college years. Bravo putting the show on pause right now felt like a slap in the face. He's not wrong. The show was more than drama and vacation aesthetics. It was a cultural backdrop that deserved time to breathe. But too many Black-led shows are expect to deliver instant magic without the runway it takes to build legacy. Mm. You don't get a cultural moment without a commitment, Harris added. 3 seasons is often the runway it takes for a show to hit its stride. But too often, our shows aren't even given a full breath before they're cut off. Instead, we're watching a slow, quiet rollback. Some shows are canceled, others are ghosted, and others are left in a purgatory called pause. But the outcome is the same: stagnancy, a shrinking landscape for Black reality television. Let me be clear, this isn't about demanding more shows about Black excellence. If you watched our show, you know how much I hate that phrase because of who is often excluded. But what I am saying is we deserve stories that show all of who we are, not sanitized, not saintly, not smooth over for mass appeal, messy and fun, tender and wild, ground and experimental. Yet, what we are being served lately lacks that dimension. The reality franchises that once felt fresh, even when chaotic, are now just dark. Baby. The Real Housewives of Atlanta used to deliver generational entertainment. Now we're watching episodes where people threaten each other with guns or where nudes are leaked at events. On Basketball Wives, we're witnessing physical fights and mother-daughter relationships used as emotional cliffhangers. Baddies in Love and Hip Hop have become echo chambers of old storylines where the fighting is the plot, never mind the story underneath. Taylor Crumpton, you know I would mess somebody's name up again. A journalist and culture critic contextualizes this moment within a larger media ecosystem. Unscripted television is one of the most powerful mediums in the US and abroad, she reminds us. It made billionaires of the Kardashians and elevated the current president into office, and yet, Black reality stars rarely see the same economic or professional mobility. Despite all of our cultural innovations, we aren't receiving our just due. She's right. While full breakdowns of network spending are kept opaque, a 2023 UCLA Hollywood Diversity Report found that shows with predominantly white black casts still receive significantly less investment than white majority shows, both in production and marketing budgets. And in landscape, where promotion is survival, the gap is devastating. Jax Taylor and Kristen Dout were fired from Vanderpump Rules over racism allegations, only to be welcomed back for The Valley. Meanwhile, Black reality stars who speak out about racism on set often face silence or swift repercussions, even from some fans. And when white stars make transphobic or homophobic remarks, they rarely face meaningful accountability. Let me be clear, Black stars have made harmful comments too. No one's exempt, but the difference is in how punishment is dealt and how quickly forgiveness follows. This pattern doesn't stop with the networks, it shows up in how we're treated online. From Nene Leakes to Tiffany New York Pollard, is it Pollard or Pollard? From Candy Burrs to Omarosa, Black reality stars, especially Black women, have defined the genre. We didn't just join the culture, we made it. Because this much is true, Black people are the culture. We shape the trends, we move the needle, we influence everything from speech to style, humor to hustle, and we deserve every chance to show how beautiful, dynamic, and iconic we've always been, baby. For those who have been following me for quite some time now, um, and even just within like the last probably like 2 years, maybe, I have had a problem with the direction that Bravo has been going with how they treat the black and brown shows, predominantly black and brown shows on Bravo. It's not Lost Bravo that y'all pulled Shaws of Sunset off, Candy and the Gang, Family Karma, Summer House Martha's Vineyard. Pause. I think that's what they call it. I'm not saying that predominantly black shows don't or should not be critiqued. I'm not saying that they are above reproach because they are not. I'm not saying that you should even just support something just because it's black. Because if it's a mess, right? I've also said before that sometimes even I feel guilty because I feel like my critiques of black shows can sometimes come across a little bit harsh and that I also need to pull back some. I was upset when they canceled Summer House Martha's Vineyard. When I tell you I was upset, up, baby, livid. I just, I just couldn't. People want to sometimes say that the reason why these shows are being pulled are because of ratings. I don't think that's necessarily true because girl, I have flipped on my television plenty of times, not television, turned on Twitter, and some of these shows are pulling in 200,000 live viewers. Even with old lady gang, Candy and the Gang, right? There was, this thought that maybe they got pulled off because, as Sheree said, you go to OLG, baby. You don't know if you're gonna get bullets or biscuits, okay? And some people, we started to think that maybe it was a safety concern. We don't know why Candy and the Gang was pulled off of the air. I remember I used to watch Below Deck. They have different, like they have like Below Deck Mediterranean Sea, I believe, Below Deck Yacht. They have different Below Decks basically. And I haven't watched in a few years, but I heard something happening on one of the Below Decks where I guess this girl was drunk and one of the cast members was about to go into her bedroom and like production had to literally step in, or I think one of the cast members went and told somebody. I don't know the full story, but the point that I'm trying to make is, baby, y'all have somebody who was damn near about to steal somebody's pussy. From what I understand, you had a thief on the boat, and I think they might still be on air. So sometimes these things happen. Things happen on these shows, or we hear about these things, and for some of these shows, they still remain. They haven't been put on pause. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. If that Below Deck has been put on pause, but from my understanding, I don't think that it has. Let me Google it real fast. Yeah, it says that Luke Jones, who was featured in 11 episodes of the series, this is Below Deck Down Under, um, was shown entering the cabin of fellow cast member Margot Season. Girl, I will mess somebody's name up, without consent. At the time, she was asleep after drinking alcohol, and Mr. Jones was undressed. Mr. Jones was shown climbing into her bed, which prompted the production crew to intervene to make Mr. Jones leave the room, saying that Miss Sison had said no. Mr. Jones then attempted to close the cabin door and proceeded to hold it shut before eventually leaving. Is Below Deck Down Under still on air? So all I'm saying is sometimes things happen, whether you getting bullets or a bullet, you might get bullets or biscuits, or girl, you might have, girl, the Grinch who stole coochie creeping in your room in the middle of the night after they said the lady said no. Girl, I was about to start getting worked up. And then try to hold the door so no one can enter. Is Below Deck Down Under still on air? I don't know. Y'all let me know. Um, I'm not someone who wants to do reality TV. That's not my judge. I am really excited. I remember when Candy and the Gang was on. When I tell you I love that show, I was so excited for the cast members on that show. For the girls and boys who have been following me for years, they will tell you as soon as Candy and Todd Burris opened up OLG, I kept saying they need to do a Vanderpump Rules. They need to do a Vanderpump Rules. They need to do a Vanderpump Rules. Candy, girl, do a Vanderpump Rules, girl. Candy, girl. Candy, girl.
Candy girl. Let it go. Every man wants a woman. Candy girl. Candy girl.
Do a Vanderpump Rules. And so when it finally came into fruition, I was like, oh my God. And then when the show aired, I was like, girl, this is magnificent. I absolutely love the show. I was excited for everyone on that show because, oh girl, I'm about to start crying. Girl, why am I about to start crying? I'm sensitive sometimes, y'all. I am. Girl, I'm the one who will curse you out and be crying like 30 seconds later. Don't pay me no mind. Don't pay me no mind. Don't even pay me no mind. Um, I was excited for the cast on Candy and the Gang because all I could think about was how I felt like their life was going to change. Because I thought about how the girls and boys started out on Vanderpump Rules and they were living in just regular apartments, not necessarily everybody. And now they are living in multi-million dollar homes and doing pretty decent for themselves. Have started out as waitresses and waiters, and so all I could think about was, oh my God, like this is about to change these people's lives for the better. Like girl, once we get to season 4, 5, baby, we in that thing, baby. Not me, but I was really excited for them when I saw the cast of Summer House Martha's Vineyard. And I'm not saying that any of these people are girl penny pinching or waiting for their check to hit on Friday. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just looking at it through a lens of being excited for these Black people because in my head, I was just thinking, girl, the opportunities that are about to come with them being on this show and them having access to this platform, like their lives are about to change for the better. If we can keep this show on for these people for as long as we can, they are going to be in that thing. And so to see these shows just get canceled and canceled or put on pause, it really makes me sad because I was really excited for them and what I thought was going to come with them being on, Bravo on these shows. It's just sad to me. And then when I think about, shout out to the white people, I'm not going to deliver it the way that Preston delivered it in the op ed, but it frustrates me sometimes, even though I love my white girls. I love Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Y'all know I go up for the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. That's a predominantly white cast. Beverly Hills, same. I go up for my white bitches, baby. Y'all already know I do. But even with me going up for them, I have noticed just across the board that like Black people, we have to fucking jump through hoops with our feet still on the ground for people to even look at us twice. And then you'll have a group of white people who live in mediocrity, who are just kind of like pushed to the top. And I just be looking like, girl, what is going on? Y'all know I go up for Erica Jane. Well, I did go up for Erica. I went up for Erica Jane. She's a cast member on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And I started going up for Erica Jane, one, because I kind of liked her attitude. And then when she was going through the mess she was going through, I think it was season 10 or 11. I can't remember. Y'all remember the whole when they found out Tom was over there stealing money. And Erica was spazzing out, cussing everybody out. I kind of started living for Erica. But even with Erica, we got to tug on her wig just a little bit. She comes down to the reunion, I think it was this year, and she says to Garcelle, I just wish you were just a little bit more interesting. Bitch! Now, Garcelle ain't no Nene Leakes. She ain't no Kenya Moore. Please don't get it twisted. But how dare you fix your musty ass mouth and tell Garcelle that you wish she was more interesting, as if, bitch, you've been interesting. Be very clear. The only reason why Erica Jane became a topic of conversation is because we didn't know if your ass knew that your raggedy ass husband. We didn't know if you knew about your raggedy ass husband over there stealing money from burn victims, orphans, and widows. That's why Erica became a topic of conversation, not because she's just this interesting, over the top personality. Personality is just boom, like a Nene Leakes type of girl. Please don't get it twisted. I can like you and still tell the truth. I went up for Erica because Erica was cussing everybody out that season, and she was ignorant. But I'm not gonna sit and pretend that Erica Jane is just this over the top, interesting housewife. Because, girl, you ain't no more interesting than Garcelle if we just gonna be honest. I'll take Garcelle over Erica Jane any day. So it's stuff like that when I hear like a white person say some shit like that. And girl, you live in mediocrity. You got some fucking nerve. Bitch, don't act like you Lisa Rinna. If Lisa Rinna wanted to say some shit like that, I might give Lisa a pass because that's a messy bitch who kept up a lot of shit down to the Beverly Hills. But Erica Jane, it just goes to show that sometimes the girls be living in the land of the Lulu. Because you ain't got, out of everybody on the show, you ain't got no room to talk about nobody being interesting. Girl, you ain't never been interesting, girl. You got caught up into some shit because of your husband. And that made you the topic of conversation. But it wasn't because, it wasn't because, again, you're not a Nene Leakes. There's not like you was one of the girls on Salt Lake City working the room. Please be very clear. Well, I'm going to be very clear. Okay? So sometimes it does get frustrating. I am of the belief that when one door opens for one of us, girl, that's a win. Because then it gives me the fuel and hope, not for reality TV, but when I see the girls on YouTube doing their big one, it gets me excited. Because even if I don't want to do what they do, it's like, well, girl, if they're able to do that, then maybe I'm able to do what I want to do. If she's able to do that, then shit, maybe I can do what I want to do. But it can be discouraging when you, back to reality TV, when you see these shows being pulled off. And I'm not saying that white shows are not being pulled off either. But the fact of the matter is we don't have as nearly as many black shows as we do white. So the black ones we need to keep. If they pull off 5 black shows, we gonna notice. If they pull 5 white shows, we ain't gonna notice because they got 75 more. And then they probably got 35 more about to get greenlit. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference. It's not about the white shows, some of the white shows being pulled off, because some of the white shows are being paused too, be very clear. But even with the white show being paused, you still got 36 that's about to be greenlit. They about to sign into production. Bitch, you still got 112 still on the air. Bitch, you start pulling off Candy and the Gang, Summer House Martha's Vineyard. Bitch, where we go from here? It ain't like we got a whole bunch of shows on Bravo anyways. I need y'all to bring back Summer House Martha's Vineyard, Bravo. ASAP, bitch. See, that's not how you ask people to do. See, that's why I can't ask somebody enough because my mouth is set up. Can y'all please? Let me act like I got some sense. Can y'all please bring back Summer House Martha's Vineyard and bring back the entire cast, even the one with the big booty. Girl, he's so fine. He just got on my nerve. And don't bring that girl back. I don't know. What was her name? I don't know. Nicole, don't bring her back. But then if you bring her back, you gotta bring her back. Girl, just bring her back. We'll deal with her when they get there. Girl, bring the nigga with the big booty. Bring everybody back. And bring back the the firecracker, the tall one. He triggers me too. I think he triggered Preston. I don't like. Bring him back too. I just need y'all to bring Summer's House, Martha's Vineyard back. And see, this is another thing too that I want to say, and I forgot about this. One of the conversations that we had about Summer House, Martha's Vineyard, where it was they did the best that they could do, and I want people to correct me in the comment section if this is not the correct information. They filmed for 2 weeks or a little bit over 2 weeks. And then I think the last season when they filmed, it was like towards the end of like summer. So pretty much basically girl, all the niggas was gone. And then I think the weather wasn't that great. So they only had so much they could work with. Where in comparison to Summer House, I used to watch Summer House all the time. I don't know if it's still the same get up. But before, they would travel to the Hamptons on the weekends. So it's going to be a different outcome because for the most part, people usually party on the weekend. I mean, people can party every day, but you're more than likely going to see more people out on a Friday and a Saturday night versus, bitch, we got to try to find something on a Monday night. You see what I'm saying? So, I don't think that some people took that into account. And maybe I didn't at the time because I didn't know. But once I found out, I was like, oh, that actually makes sense. That, when I found out, I think they shot towards the end of the summer. Or I don't even know if it was summer, girl. I think it was probably fall. I can't remember, girl. But yeah, I just think so the outcome is going to be different for Summer House. I think that sometimes, again, people expect the Black people on these shows to kind of just jump out and just like hit a home run the first season. And if they can, that's fine. But even for me, and y'all know I have said this plenty of times, I'm not even a big advocate of getting rid of reality stars after one season. For the most part, I do want the girls and boys to stick around. Like, girl, let the girls kind of get used to it. Like, everybody is not used to a camera being in their face, right? So, of course, they have to kind of find their footing. And once they find their footing and once they kind of start to say, fuck that camera and start to really show their personality, then we can have something to work with. But to get rid of people after the first season, I'd be like, girl, you just got to be just a whack, 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 whack person for me to be like, girl, get rid of it. Girl, get rid of his, girl, get rid of her. She's a mess. For the most part, I'd be wanting like a bang bang Edie. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Brit. The pistol carrier. The whips and pistols. Okay?
I don't play them games. I got whips, pistols, everything. Play that shit started on camera. Don't play that with me.
Somebody like her, I was like, girl, don't bring her back. Girl, send her over to Basketball Wives because that's what she deserves to be. But for the most part, that's really I like for the girls to stick around. Again, I do. This is something that really, when this article was brought to my attention, and then I saw people tagging me on Instagram, but I'd already saw it because someone sent it to me. I was like, oh my God, I have to talk about this because this really is an issue, and we just need to talk about it. And they're gonna have to do better. Not the cast, the people behind the scenes, because just as quick as y'all greenlit that motherfucker the first time and then put it on pause, y'all can greenlit that bitch again. Okay? Greenlighted, ho. Girl, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. They're gonna never bring back the shows because I'll be cursing the people out. Bring them back, bitch. Okay. I'm just playing. Can y'all just bring back Summer House Mother? And make sure, girl, when y'all do it the next time, tell Silas, oh big head ass, he gotta come. So y'all know I love Silas. Girl, we missed. That was another problem too. Girl, Silas got his ass shipped off across the goddamn water, had to go serve. What happened to Silas? I can't remember. What happened to Silas? What's his name? Silas? Cyrus? I can't remember the nigga's name. But, he got shipped off because he had to go serve the fucking country or something like that. Girl, I can't remember, child. And then Jasmine came back with a stomach full of baby guts, so she couldn't fucking drink. Girl, you know how, girl, now. It just, so there was some hiccups. But they had to do the best. They did the best what they did. They did the best. We're going to have to do the best. I can't even get it out. We're going to have to do the best we can with what we got. Shout out to Mariah Carey. Shit.
I'll do the best I can with what I got. Oh!
Anyways, I just wanted to talk about that. Let's go ahead and move on. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Am I being reasonable? I think I am. As a matter of fact, I know I'm being reasonable. I don't think it's too much to ask that they give the black shows just a little bit more caressing, just a little bit more tender love and care. Because the fact of the matter is, we are the culture and we do move the motherfucking culture, bitch. Don't ever get it twisted. That's us. That's us. They need to put more effort and time and planning into these shows so it could get the outcome that we need. While I get you have to work with what you can work with, I'm going back to Summer House Martha's Vineyard. Bitch, y'all shouldn't have had those people filming if y'all knew the weather was gonna be bad. It's rain, go away, come again another day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Of course, I can't speak on everything because I don't know everything, and I don't know. I'm not in the meetings and all that stuff. I'm just someone who enjoys watching these shows. But yeah, I just want them to get it together and show a little bit more respect, a whole lot of more respect to the black shows, and not be so quick to cancel them. It's so fucking disrespectful. It really is, and discouraging. That's what I was saying earlier. It's discouraging. Like when you see, girl, because it's like, girl, if all y'all gonna do is just keep pulling, girl, we look up, we ain't got shit. Anyways, y'all, let's go ahead and move on. Since we're already talking about reality TV, we can go ahead and talk about this. This is according to Reality Blurb. Kim Zolciak and Sheree Whitfield are returning to RHOA for season 17, plus insider confirms Nene Leakes' fate. Nene Leakes is not returning. She basically confirmed that online earlier today. Kim Zolciak and Sheree Whitfield are reportedly set to return to the Real Housewives of Atlanta for the series' upcoming 17th season, on the heels of Kenya Moore's exit from the series, as well as that of season 6 newbie. Season 6 newbie. Girl, they mean season 16. Girl, I don't even want to read this because, girl, y'all supposed to be a major publication and y'all already fucking up. Girl, anyways, girl, Sheree is supposed to be coming back and Kim is supposed to be coming back. And let me just say this. Sheree is going to always be welcome back to RHOA because Sheree is probably one of those employees who is easy to work with. Sheree has probably been fired more than any Bravo employee, and she has been asked back more than any Bravo employee because Sheree is probably one of those people who's just easy to get along with. When it's time to go, she does not kick up a lot of noise. Not a lot. She doesn't kick up any noise. So she gets her pink slip in her white box, and then she goes about her business, and then they tap on her door, and then she comes back. Then they give her a white box and pink slip. They let her go. Then they tap on her door, and then she comes back. Kim.
Close your legs to married men. Close your legs to married men. You heard me? Close your legs to married men.
Hey, how are you?
I'm supposed to feel sorry for that bitch. I don't.
Be nice.
I'm finding it.
It take you that long to find it?
It does. 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 It
The only reason I would want Kim back on the show is if Kenya was coming back and Kenya could drag about her dirty ass wig.
But I'm the stupid bitch that just gathered you. So be gone.
Twirl, twirl, twirl.
Her poor, dusty ass wig at that. I don't want Kim on the show. And I don't want Kim back on the show because we just gonna have some kitchen table talk. The bitch is broke. And Kim walked around here with her chest poked out. Kim thought that she was better than every black woman on that cast. And now you come back and you're the brokest one. Girl, just living in a land of destitute. We already talk about these shows. We already talk about Potomac and Atlanta, and we want to see the luxury and the wealth and the shang-a-lang-a-lang. And that's what they tried to give us on Atlanta this season. Shout out to them for trying to give us some wealth and luxury, right? But then y'all bring back a white woman, and she's poor, back into the fold. Those women should have put their foot down and said, we don't want that bitch no more. If she didn't want to shoot with us when she had some coin, now she want to come back and ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. They should have teamed together and said, don't bring her back to the show. It's a slap in the face. It really is. I don't want Kim back on Atlanta. I will only want Kim on Atlanta to see her get cussed out by Kenya for about 3 episodes and y'all seen that bitch on her way. That's the only thing that makes me want to see Kim is because I know if Kenya was there, Kenya would be dragging her by her dusty blonde, dirty blonde wig. And Nene ain't never coming back. I want Nene to come back. I think Nene could help save the show, but Nene not coming back. It is what it is. She's back into the NBC fold, but is she back into the Bravo fold? No. The fact of the matter is, girl, we're just gonna call it for what it is. Bitch, you can't walk around here calling your boss a cokehead and racist and think that you're gonna have a fucking job. It's just what it is. God, I got pissed off. Nobody can walk around here calling their bosses I was about to say crackers. Okay. Girl, racist and cokeheads and expect to have a job Monday morning. While the door has been opened down to NBC Universal, I believe the door to Bravo is still closed. So, I mean, I guess it's a look crack because she is down at NBC Universal, but, you know, she did some little thing with, I forgot, the black guy from E! News and what's the girl who got cheated on? The white girl from Vanderpump Rules. Justin, I think that's his name. And Adriana. They did something, I think, for the Emmys or Golden Globe Awards, like last year or this year. I can't remember, girl. Anyways, you know, it is what it is. You know, they better drag Kim. If Kim come back, let me tell y'all something, because I know they be watching my videos. If Kim come back and y'all don't drag about her dirty blonde wig, I'm going to drag y'all. Okay? If y'all let that white lady come back and disrespect y'all and y'all don't drag her on every fucking Peach street in Atlanta, I'm coming for y'all asses next season 17. Y'all bet to get Kim by her wig and drag her from Midtown, downtown, Buckhead, Decatur, Stone Mountain, Duluth. Girl, what's the other one I couldn't pronounce? Lithonia. And do the bankhead bounce on that bitch. Do you hear me? That's all I want to see. Just dragging, scalping, wig shifting, scalping. I want her to be bald by the end of season 17. You played in everybody's faces when your ass was down here. When you was married to KKK Croy, shout out to Erica De Niro TV. You don't want to film with none of these girls. Now you done went over there and spent and girl broke Ariana's piggy bank and spent all her goddamn money. You ain't got shit to piss in, bitch. Your house, you done got evicted, house foreclosed, and now you want to run your ass back over to the black girls. But when you was over there the last time, your ass didn't even want to film with them. All right. I need me a cocktail. Okay. Anyways. I done got hot. Okay. I'm so dramatic. I'm so dramatic, baby. I'm so dramatic. Anyways, I need to be an actor. Okay? I need to go take some acting lessons, okay? Anyways, I'm going, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good night. Bye, y'all. I just got out the shower, but I wanted to add this also. I would rather the girls try and go get a broke black woman and try and put her on before they go and get Kim, a white woman who's now broke as hell, who will return to the show to use them in the platform that she turned her nose up at to try to put her in a better place. Because when she was there, she didn't want to film with you black bitches. She didn't want to film. Remember her in that bathroom with her husband and Miss Andy? Excuse me. And she said that what other woman would sit on the stage with five African American women? Always running away from scenes, not wanting to go on cash trips, just for her to return and use those same group of black women to try to put her in a better financial situation. Fuck Kim. And if she come back and y'all don't drag Kim every chance y'all get, by the end of the season, Kim should not even want to return to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, because y'all stiletto should be everywhere on her body, her neck, her ankles, her chest, girl, her forehead, that nasty wig. You should be stomping and dragging Kim not physically, of course, by the end of this season, to the point where she would not even want to return. How dare y'all allow them to possibly bring this white woman back into the fold after she treated y'all the way that she treated y'all? Don't get it twisted. I used to love Kim Zolciak back in the day. But once her slip started to show, I said she can go too. We all loved Kim the first few seasons of Atlanta. We all loved Kim. But the times have changed. And as much as we talk about the black cast, we want them to be on the same level. At least if you're going to be a housewife, girl, you know what you're signing up for. You're going to have to give us a little something, a little shang-a-lang-a-lang. And then y'all allow this white lady who did y'all the way she did y'all back into the fold to basically use y'all to get her life together. The same way that Kenya and Portia got together and made sure that Marlo couldn't return season 16. Now, I don't know that to be a fact, but Marlo came out and said there were two cast members who basically got together and basically, girl, got her fired in a way. I mean, girl, and for me, I was like, it had to be Kenya and Portia, you know? So the same way y'all band together to kick Marla off the island, y'all should have been banding together season 17 to make sure that Kim didn't step foot back on the island. Anyways, that's all I have to say. But I'm about to go in here and last night I didn't watch Sinners. I'm about to go in here and watch Sinners. I'm about to pour me a little Crown. Shout out to Dr. Heavenly. I'm about to pour me a little Crown, some gasolina, put a little ice cube in it, and I'm about to lay down and watch TV. Girl, my ass is clean. I did a little skin, a little 1-2 on my skin. So yeah. Anyways, all right. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all. Fuck Kim and Croy. God, I was about to say them. Let me. I'm gonna leave the kids. Couldn't see the kids ain't even did nothing. Let me leave the kids.